beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Untitled Chapter, aka the Instagram Guru, and today we are going to talk about the best type of caption that you can write. Trust me, you guys, it's not what you think. But first, before we get started, if you guys could do me a huge favor, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. And of course, guys, if you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section below. Okay, so let's get started. Now, usually people assume that the longer the caption, the better it is for your page, right? Everybody is always talking about how you need to write longer captions so people read them so that they spend more time on your account. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is kind of true, but kind of not. The best type of caption for your account depends on your audience. Okay? If your audience genuinely enjoys reading long captions, then obviously you need to start writing long captions. However, think about it from the perspective of someone that has an audience that doesn't really enjoy long captions. Or alternatively, if you don't need long captions for your account. Let's take a look at two examples here. So for example, if you look at my page, where through a lot of my captions I will educate my audience, yes, longer captions make sense. And I also know that my audience prefers longer captions because I can see the engagement. I can see people responding to what I'm saying in the caption and asking questions, okay? And so, side note, if you are writing longer captions and you're noticing that people aren't really engaging with the caption and they're more so commenting on the picture, that's a good indication that maybe your audience doesn't like longer captions, okay? So, that's for my account where longer captions are ideal. Now, let's take a fashion blogger, for example, where her main focus would be the clothing that she's wearing, okay? It wouldn't really make sense for her to write a very long caption about the color of the shirt and the cut of the shirt and how the shirt fits, right? Because most people are gonna get whatever information they need, whatever value they came for her account through the picture. And so a long caption really isn't necessary. 2-3 sentences, and you're good to go, right? And so you really want to make sure, think about it in terms of what would my audience like. Don't just do what you think people believe that you should do or what you read on some blog that it's like, oh, this is what you should be doing, so I'm just gonna do it. Think like your audience. Would your audience benefit from longer captions? Would they find value in longer captions? Is this something that they actually care to read? Or alternatively, are they going to get the majority of their information from the picture, from the graphic that you're sharing, and the caption can just be really short, to the point, and then they can move along, okay? So think about it like that. Now, let's say that your audience really does benefit from longer captions and you know that your audience enjoys longer captions. There is a format, you guys, to writing these long captions, okay? Think about it like this. When you're writing a caption, even if it's long, people are gonna have to read it on a screen this big. It is really small, the screen is small, the font is small. Nobody's gonna wanna have to like scroll through and trace the paragraph with their finger, okay? So if you know that your audience likes longer captions, I recommend sticking to a very simple format. The whole foundation for this format, however, is spacing. You want to make sure that you space the caption out. You don't want one long paragraph. So the rule of thumb here would be 2 to 3 sentences, space. 2 to 3 sentences, space. And so that way you've got like little bits that people can actually follow and read easily on their phone. Okay, that is the biggest thing. Next, you want to make sure that you have an eye-catching title, okay? You want to make sure that the title is going to get people to read the caption, because if it's a long caption, before they invest in deciding whether or not they want to read it, they want to know, is this worth my time? So give them a really good title for them to be enticed and want to actually read through it. Lastly, after you've spaced it all out, make sure at the very end to ask them if they have any questions. A lot of times people won't think to comment if they have questions, or they might just shoot you a DM. But if you want them to comment below and you want to start responding to questions in your comments, you want to let them know, hey, if you guys have any questions, drop them below, okay? So keep in mind, guys, if your audience really doesn't like long captions, don't force it. You don't have to write long captions because so-and-so write long captions, okay? But if you think that your audience is going to benefit from it, or you know that your audience enjoys longer captions, definitely go ahead and write longer captions. Stick to the format that I just gave you. It'll make your life a lot easier, and it'll make your audience's life a lot easier because they can read the captions without having to like squint and figure out where the line or the sentence begins and ends. Okay, guys, so if you guys found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, please. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. And of course, if you guys haven't already, make sure to download my free Instagram growth guide. It is 4 pages packed with Instagram knowledge to set a very, very solid foundation for your account. I still follow these steps to this day, okay? The link to download the guide is below. And of course, guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Either drop them in the comment section below or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I always respond to my own DMs. You're probably going to get a voice note response. So there you go. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and I will see you here next week.